All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I was talking about earlier in my Sentinels versus Crew, where I gave a lot of criticism in that video. A couple people came at me and told me I didn't know what I was talking about. We're going to go over a few things. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about just this round. We're going to do a little bit of short VODs like this, short VOD reviews until I have enough time to pump out a lot more VOD reviews. And so we can get the content going out as quick as possible so you guys see what I'm talking about. But here, in this clip right here, you're going to see it's 10-11. Sentinels have the advantage. They're on the side of defense, and on split, everybody and their mama knows if you play any competitive Valorant, defensive split is where you make your bread at. That is the number one thing on split. They made some adjustments to it, so it's not as defensive sided anymore, but it's still pretty defensive sided. Sick is going to get a nice kill right here. Now, I hate when people do this. I hate when especially pro players do this, when they literally get a pick and they just swing. Sick, instead of swinging, he needs to have Dapper, which is literally placed over here. He needs to double swing with him and not like line up with each other, but it needs to be a jump spot from either Dapper or it needs to be a jump spot from Sick. Right here, Sick just swings even though he has res. This could have been really crucial to the round and could have really hurt Crew's economy right here. And instead, he gets too aggressive, Sick, trusting his aim too much, and he straight up just whiffs. That is not a headshot. That is a shoulder shot. That is literally below it. And he whiffs. And now Dapper is going to be forced to rotate and back up. And now he's going to have to give up a little bit of map control in mid because of that play. Now that they know that they've cleared mid, there's no re-peek for the Sky. Sky is now going to go ahead and go, okay, now he knows that we're not going to go this way. We're going to go ahead and go through A. Now this splits the map in half for Sentinels. The Sentinels is now forced to play 2 on A and 2 on B instead of 3 on A or 3 on B or somebody in the back spawn because they don't rotate fast enough because they have no intel. The Viper wall goes down, and now we have a good push by Crew right here. Now, this is another thing I wanted to talk about. It's not Shazam's job to make any crazy play right here. He just needs to get intel and get a pick. That's all you want to do right here. Just get intel, get a pick. It's a 4v4. Let's make sure we're able to trade this out. I would have loved for Astra right here to really go back to the back of sight. So if Shazam does get killed right here, it's easy for her to rotate through the smoke and leave, or easy for him, excuse me, her, him, you know, characters, whatever, to rotate back through the smoke and be able to gather back with his teammates and be able to make a consecutive push and a team push. But that doesn't happen. Shazam's going to get picked right here, and you're going to see Astra completely just stay right here and get picked as well. And it's a little bit of an annoyance, right? So you get a two-piece. Shazam picks up a couple kills, but he does get picked. The op picks him up. Now we have a 3v2. In this situation, if Zombs would have been where I said he needed to be, it would have been a two-piece win, which is big for Shazam. Shazam came up huge right there, and he could have rotated back through smoke, and he could have even picked up Mazzino right here, but instead, that's not what happens. It ends up being a kill because Dapper gets way too aggressive and walks through the smoke. I have no idea why he's just walking through smoke by himself right here when he should have just waited for Tins to help him, and it would have been a lot better play because then it would have just been a trade and it been a 2v1, but no, he gets picked. That allows Mazzino to get out. Mazzino is now top heaven. This leaves a 2v2, split 2v2. Now they exactly know where Zombs is at. They know where Zombs is playing back here. It's on the site of A. They're just going to double push him, knowing that Tins has to be rotating. It's a pick, and now it's a 1v2. Spike is going to go down, and you leave Tins in just a bad situation. He whiffs right there. We won't talk about that. We'll just let that go out. And he gets the pick. And that ends up being an 11-11 round in favor of Crew. And those are the mistakes that I was talking about all my last video. Sentinels does not make those mistakes. Those aren't strategies, excuse me, or plays that Sentinels makes mistakes on. And I don't know what it is. And I have to blame the coaching staff right here. What in the world was happening right there? Was that designed, or was that just player initiated? And if it is player initiated, they don't have a coach that truly they respect enough to really stick to the line and say, hey, we have to listen to our coach here. That's just terrible map positioning, and it simply is just terrible map positioning and terrible challenging. And that's just what happens right there, man. Crew did exactly what they needed to do. Take what they were given, trade out, play together, and it ends up winning them the round, and that's what ended up winning them the series. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys for the next VOD review. The next one will be sometime tomorrow. We'll talk about Envy, and we'll talk about their loss, and then we'll be talking about some of the bracket runs that are going on right now. Bless up. As always, God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next VOD clip or review, whatever you want to call it.